in
Nasus?
Champions, but once again the Nasus. I don't know, Kev. This is probably not AP.
So here's the runes for the Draven arrow. He's got attack speed. He's got standard damage and such. Masters as well as 21-9, so nothing too out of the ordinary there.
Yeah, nothing like super crazy on all fronts, but if you want to check out the runes and masteries, they actually make a lot of sense there. You can see flat ability power. Wait, that is flat ability power, right?
Yes, 26.
Yeah, and then magic resistance in the reds, and of course your armor for glyphs.
Okay, so AP Nasus again. No armor, nothing crazy. just raw AP, I guess.
And here we go. Welcome back. Get to see us load back onto the Rift, and it's good to be back to check out what is probably going to be up 34 flat ability power. It's going to be an AP Nasus from Watch. He'll be playing up against Arrow's Draven, who is unfortunately not an AP Draven, which is, you know, the way things should be. All is well in the world as far as Arrow's Draven is concerned.
Alright, flask potions, Watch. Let's see.
Watch is really trying to make this work.
I don't think it should work or ever will work, but who knows. The Draven, once he gets level 3, has level 2 points in the axes. There's nothing Watch can do. He can't move up, he can't like auto, all he can do is Soulfire. So we'll see. As he spams away at the back animation.
kind of spamming some axes out there. Of course, waiting a few more seconds until minions respawn. I want to see champions that can do things before minions spawn. Like you can have like Heimerdinger set up turrets, little things like that, just to get a slight early advantage. Minions coming out of base now, and I want to watch these Soulfires from Watch. He would have had to run a lot of cooldown reduction too from his runes.
I don't think there was any cooldown reduction. It was just like magic resist, AP, and armor, I think.
One of life's great
He's got more armor this time. He doesn't have 25 armor, he's 32, so much better off.
Well, Wolflaner's just waiting patiently. Spinning around some axes. I saw Arrow spinning his axes. I was like, wait a second, he already has 2 spinning axes, but he hasn't auto attacked anything yet. And now he will start to get those axes down. 1 Soulfire down, but of course it won't actually pick him up any CS. He still has to walk forward.
It just pushes the wave. It just pushes the wave and screws him over so hard. Every time he Soulfires. He's gotten 3, which is okay, but for now, like he has to manage his mana, he has to manage where Arrow is positioning himself, and just spamming out Soulfire for 1 or 2 creeps that he just didn't even get there is not worth it. Oh jeez.
Yeah, and so at this point, you probably won't see a CS differential form at least super early on, but you can already see Arrow doesn't even have a CS advantage or a level advantage, and he's already starting his own Watch off a little bit.
Yep, level 2, just use that rage, man. Just keep going forward and just surging himself. Just absolutely impossible for Nasus to deal with this, especially once the wave is busy just dealing with the other side of the wave, like red versus blue wave. I don't know what I was trying to say. Once the minions are fighting each other is a better way to state that. You know, he can just focus on Arrow. Or focus on Watch, excuse me.
Yeah, well, I guess, you know, maybe focusing on yourself, you know yourself.
He is Draven, alright? He just
the enemy.
talks to himself in the third person.
That's a good point. Like, we need to know ourselves, but oh my god, look at that Draven damage that Arrow putting out. Not sure there's too many ways Watch can survive through this.
If he had Flash Ignite, he would have got the kill. 100%.
Very, very close. Yeah, Arrow's dropping down actually pretty low. Doesn't have any health potions, and the sustained advantage is, you know, a big one for Watch. If he was looking to pick up a kill, he would have to Wither first. And does he have enough for Wither and Q? I don't think so.
With it's like 100 mana, so it's tough. The mana management has been kind of off point for Watch this game at least, because he's had to use Wither defensively. He's been spamming up the Soulfires, and it's just so hard in this matchup. I mean, at least he's done an amazing job of keeping Arrow low, which is the hard thing. And that Soulfire is so strong when you're maxing it. And against an AD like this, with only 37 magic resist, when you put so much into AP, it's really good.
Well, no worries about that, but as far as the way that the lane matchup is going to work, we saw early pressure from Arrow. Of course, he will be forced back to base. Sustain, kind of the name of the game here tonight. Crystalline Flask and those health potions doing wonders to keep Watch's AP Nasus in lane.
But now, you know, Arrow comes back, his full health, full mana, and he's going to keep this CS lead looking to go strong, honestly. It depends on where Watch TP's back to. If he TP's back into the lane, he won't be able to miss. He won't be missing a lot.
Oh, whoa. The biggest problem that I'm at least seeing from the early game is not just because, you know, we've already seen teleports be used, so whoever goes back to base next time is actually going to have to walk all the way back to lane. But look at these builds starting to come out. Double Dorad's blades, and oh, here we go. There is the Wither coming out. This is still AP Nasus, so siphoning strikes will not hurt all that much.
Nope.
Specifically just because Nasus is sitting on precisely 0 stacks.
That burst damage from Soulfire, man, it's so good. But again, it really screws up the fact that Watch is trying to at least get some kind of last hit going for himself. And Draven underneath the turret, just one axe and he's good. It's as easy as that.
Alright, well, still looking to put this harass down. Arrow forced deep behind his turret. The AP Nasus power is starting to pay off here. And so Arrow, you can see, actually going on the aggressive just to try to establish in a small section of this lane where you can at least, you know, get some, you know, free CS. And he'll get some now, but it's at the cost of it being pushed into his turret.
I mean, I don't think he really minds. There's nothing that Arrow minds about this situation. He's already plus, let's see, after that one, 14 creeps ahead, so he's about 2 waves ahead. So he's looking good. He's looking good right now. He's gonna go back, he'll run back to lane. He knows that the Nasus can't physically take down the turret because there's no siphoning strike stacks, so why does he care? And then just runs back into the lane, no problem.
Well, definitely something to keep an eye on, and specifically because both laners have used their teleports already, you don't have to worry about that just getting you a, you know, get out of jail free card trip back into the mid lane. So both laners will actually have to walk their way all the way back. Triple Doran's rings. Not necessarily an item or itemization path that you'd expect to watch, but or speaking of Watch, I guess you can't really expect too many things out of him, at least for right now. So the AP Nasus returning back into lane, one Soulfire, and boom goes the dive.
Once the Vampiric Scepter is done for Arrow, then that's to the point where this probably will go down to a farm game, and Arrow will more than likely just win off that. The Soulfires are clearing the waves out nicely, but Arrow, he can just face tank the creeps once he has the Vamp Scepter, and he's good to go. Like even with this, oh wait, hold on.
Whoa, there we go, deep underneath the, well, I thought it was gonna go deep underneath the turret. That's an Ignite ticking down, but all in survived there by Watch. Because he does have a lot of lifesteal from this Soul Eater passive. We'll see if he can get that down. Look at the Soulfires continuing to tick down, and I think Watch might actually have a decent advantage here, just with how much good clear that Soulfire is. Oh my god, Arrow taken down to just about 150 HP.
That was interesting. I guess Watch's decision on timing to throw out that ultimate and go straight in was smart. Definitely zoning away Arrow, and the Soulfire is just hurting so much. But now, Watch, he's going in. He's got, what is that, 16 stacks right now, or 18 extra damage coming out of that? He might win. Wow.
Oh my god, he's just going to be able to kill this turret. If he doesn't, then he loses.
No, why didn't he keep going? What?
I think he might have been like one auto attack short of killing
If it been an
the
auto and a
turret.
siphoning strike, and he would have won. Right there. 100%.
Was he running out of minions?
No.
So he would have gotten backdoor protection?
No, not even close. That's weird. All right.
And now, like, having foregone that opportunity to almost win the game,
He's got TP to come back to lane though.
watches, yeah, he's going to take a little bit of damage to his own turret. Of course, his turret's actually full HP, so with a TP back in, I don't think there's too much to worry about.
And it's not like Draven Axes actually work on that turret, so it's okay. But Arrow kiting around, he does use the stand aside, but now that he has Vampiric Scepter, you're starting to see him heal up and be able to deal with a lot of this Soulfire presence. But again, I don't know why Watch stopped. Siphoning Strike and auto would have been enough. Maybe giving Arrow another chance. A second look on life, or second lease on life.
Well, at this point, Soulfire is actually starting to push these waves relatively decently. You're going to get a lot of mana back from it with Quad Doran's Rings. Nasus very, very tanky as well as having a lot of damage, but look at these axes continuing to come out of Arrow, just really punishing Watch's inability to trade back.
Yep, Watch really is going to be, this is like a standstill right now, because that puts, the Soulfire puts the range creeps at half health, and the turret, excuse me, just one shots him. So we're gonna hit the CS threshold, I believe, at this point.
Yeah, we're already 76 CS in, and while it's not quite a 10 CS lead for Arrow, is one that he will be getting very, very close to. Especially like you said, you mentioned the inability of the Soulfire to clear entirely full creep waves, especially at turret. Keep getting rougher. As far as CS is concerned, of course, 81 to 72, almost on that 10 CS lead. So if Arrow is able to get that 10 CS lead once he breaches 100, of course, that's another win condition other than just straight up killing a guy, which also seems to be an objective Arrow is slightly closer to.
He's trying. The potions, though, and the flask really just helping out for Watch right now. The flask was such a smart pickup, too, early on. It works pretty well in towards the I guess 8 to like 10 minute mark of the 1 versus 1. So let's see. I mean, the Quad Doran's Rings do let this Soulfire do some major work, but at the same time he can't run up and just kill Arrow.
Well, I mean, you can certainly try. I would definitely not advise that, but I have seen crazier things, EGAD.
Did you just ghost?
Were we not just talking about that? Yes. That is a ghost. Not sure what possible uses that could have other than attempting to close the gap here, but you can see it's really not motivated hardly at all. He's just going to go ahead and ult to clear the wave, but can he actually just clear this wave and walk up to the turret? He's going to go for it. Can he find his kill? He needs another Siphoning Strike. Does he have it? The backdoor regeneration, or the backdoor defense is too much. Watch gets a little bit over greedy. Gives Arrow the victory in the 1v1 matchup. It'll be Arrow advancing 2-1 over Watch.
That was a valiant effort, I guess. The creeps didn't really make it to the turret, so that protection did linger on, and yep, there it is.
No Siphoning Strikes there either.
He used one early on, but that was it. It was level 1 Siphoning Strike, I believe, or like 2-ish.
Yeah, so just not that much bonus damage. The AP Nasus